Get cake, sleep, guys. Get cake, sleep, guys. Get cake, sleep, guys.
Bam! Now we're live everywhere officially. I mean, we're already technically live everywhere officially, but now we're over here. You can't see out there, but maybe you can. But you can't. There's a phone right here, so that's say hello everybody out there on the Instagram. Say hello everybody out there on the tube and the X. What's up? So it is a SupAR SatARday. And what a week it's been. April is actually here. April 1st is over. I got on April 1st. So for everybody that tuned in on the Winning Wednesday, so sometimes when people have to redact things they say, they like put it in the back page. I'm going to put this right up front. I'm going to redact. So I said some things on Wednesday from Batoshi, and the guy got me. The guy, girl, whoever it is, whatever they are, they got me. They got me April 1st. So I have to take back all of the nice things that I said about them, about being, what is it? The real Bitcoin ethos of giving everything back kind of thing, right? And letting the community do their thing, and people, and it was a joke. It was all a joke. It wasn't really giving anything away. You got me. So I'm putting that right up here up front this SupAR SatARday. So if you did listen to the Winning Wednesday, or you do go back and listen to it, you'll hear me lie. And I got on April 1st. So Batoshi, you got me. Moving on though, this SupAR SatARday, the things that are real. So this is where the do your own research comes into play. This is the healthy part about a community, right? We all get to tell each other when we're wrong, and I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. So they got me. So, but we're gonna move on this Saturday, this SupAR SatARday, into the rest of the thing. So shout out to our supporters, our sponsors, because without you we wouldn't be able to be here. And on that note of being a supporter and a sponsor, if you want to, because right now we don't actually have right now we're very community driven, we're community led, and so the only reason we're here, the only way we're able to be here is with people like you supporting us. So we thank you for doing just that. GM Digital Fem, I see you watching on the YouTube. I'm finally looking at some of these comments over here. I can't see the comments coming in from X. I don't know, maybe I can. I don't know yet. I just don't see them yet, but I see someone there. If you notice, my Wi-Fi connection over here is a little bit low on this side, but that's okay. We're gonna make it through. It's a SupAR SatARday. It's what we do. We're gonna be here for long term. We're gonna be here for we're gonna move on. So thanks to the supporters, the sponsors, the people just like you that make this show go on. And you can do that. You can be a support and a sponsor or have a spot on this show by just getting in touch with us and saying, hey, we want you to come look at this stuff that we've got going on. We want you to do these things, and we'll be more than happy to. The other things that are available are things like having your own augmented reality experiences created, right? There's a whole handful of creators and developers and artists that are just here. You don't even have to, you can join a space and just say, hey, I'm looking for this, and there'll be a bunch of people ready to jump up and help you do what they can, right? So, but that's, thank you to you guys for being out there. So to those specific supporters and sponsors, one of them has been Special K Glass. So shout out to Special K Glass. And on that note, you can, at any point in time, use this discount right here.
420 for 20% off. Bun Brothers got the stash. 420 for 20% off. Make it last. Hand blown glass. It's so clean. SpecialKglass.net. Live the dream.
beyond the bongs, they've got glass, they've got candles, they've got lots of other things. You can get ashtrays and more. It's art, so go check it out. Special K Glass. From there, we've also got our friends at CannaBama. So thank you, CannaBama, Jennifer Boozer, and the team behind them doing the thing, fighting the good fight for the Alabama. Even though they're going through their own things, they are still standing up for what they believe in, right? So thank you, CannaBama and Jennifer Boozer, for supporting the show and letting us go on the air continually, right? Just like this. Now, as you can see right here, I've got the hoodie from the Texas Hemp Stock. So shout out to the Texas Hemp Stock crew. They have been busy, super busy. But before we get into what they're doing, let me show you this little commercial for what's coming up.
Don't miss the fun, don't miss the chance. Texas Hemp Stalk is at the Texas Music River Ranch. Join Justin James Bridges Productions and the Hemp Stalk crew. May 24th and 25th is waiting for you. With Paul Stanford as our guide, a hemp stalk legend full of pride, speaking truth on hemp's great fight for legal rights and future bright. 3 grand stages, feel the beat, where music and activism truly meet. Jack Harrer, Larry Kirk, and John Sinclair paved the way for us today. Can't wait to see you there. Glass blowing live, we've got it all. Stony chicken and salt glass watching all. Demos, workshops, minds ignite. With speakers sharing truth and light. Camping vendors, art galore. Education, music, so much more. Join the movement, don't delay. Hemp Stalk's calling, come this May. Get your tickets now at TexasHempStalk.com.
That is May 24th and May 25th coming up at the Texas Hemp Stock. And speaking of the Texas Hemp Stock, we've got Honeycomb Hydro and the Mad Dabber 710 have been up at Hash Bash. They're at the Hash Bash right now. Hash Bash Cup has been the last couple of days. Check it out what they're doing though right here. Let's look at this video from go. Boom. Let's see if I can unmute it here. So as you can see, they've got the augmented reality going on up there as well. That's Honeycomb Hydro. Right here, let's look at this Mad Dabber 7. We got to look at the Mad Dabber 710. But Honeycomb Hydro's been geo-locking, geospatial, deepening, however you want to talk it, augmented reality, locking in to the locations, right? I mean, check that out. That was pretty cool. But let's look at Mad Dabber 710 rocking the stage here. Let's go like this. Got the Mad Dabber 710 out there. They're also rocking these things activate. So that's probably all out there. Oh man, dude, that's just too good. Too rad, too cool, too stinking fire. All right, so check it out. So that one, that little guitar, that is made by Human HGNFT. Y'all know them out there on X. It's HGNFT. So there's so much happening though. So cool. So shout out to the guys out there doing the thing. Texas hemp stock really making like it's looking so good. So good. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't already seen this part, okay, look at this. Let's see if we can see it. What you can see, what you see in this little thing right here, in that is the lights and the lasers happening, and it's gonna be stinking. It's gonna be so good, so good, so good. So that's coming up May 24th, May 25th, Texas hemp stock. Now I want to show you this right here. Because this is different, but this is also one of the people that they're trashy, man, super trashy. And since we're going to be talking about, and I can't go on and say anymore without talking about this right here. I have to. And that's like Tech Mental. You know about Tech Mental. But they've been working, they've been quiet, developing, doing some things. And they've got the trash verse sitting here inside Spatial. So if you go to Spatial, you can actually look up trash verse. All right. Trash verse, right? It's gonna be just like that, trash verse. Inside of Spatial, you can go in there and it's pretty cool. So let's look at Ellen Designs walking through here. Let's see. As you can see, look, there you go. So look, her aura glows. Everything about it actually blends in so well. But it's a trash verse. There's Tech Mental sitting on the couch. What's up, Tech? Lex, how's it going? I like your outfit, man. I like all y'all's. I'm still like using the very basic beginning avatar from Spatial, but y'all are rocking some really, really fire avatars. But look. So LM's running around inside the trash verse. You can run around in the trash verse, but make sure when you exit the trash verse, okay, make sure that you go through. Let's see if it'll take us to. There we go. Boom. Liger or auras right here. But make sure when you exit the trash first that you go through. There's a trash can. There's in the back that you can go through. Make sure you go through there. You don't want to go into the trash first and not exit through the trash can. It would just be ridiculous. But check that out. You can go in there, play with it. Shout out LM Designs. Let's go. Tech Mental, LM Designs. Y'all are always doing some pretty cool, stinking things. Speaking of the cool things. All right, so, and the hash bash and everything like that. So we're going to move over here. Now we're going beyond all that. I bring them up, LM Designs Tech, mainly because I think it's a cool shout out to them doing that whole thing. And LM Designs, I love your. I think that the videos look so good. So I want to show that off to everybody. Right now, looking at, boom. Would you all rather on Instagram look at this screen or look at this screen? I'm going to show you this spheroid universe. This is where, so the guys from Texas hemp stock, you got Honeycomb Hydro, the Mad Dabber 710. They are actually out here at Hash Bash at the universe. But they're going to be. This is where they are sure. Right? Now, Wonder Boy and I were putting out some assets yesterday. Okay, and we were thinking that we were doing some pretty cool stuff, right? We were like, and then it and then we get in here and, and we see giant jellyfish things just, and there's some other things I guess. So then there's the words, the diag, or maybe that's on the map, but it looks like they're written in there. What's up? There's Wonder Boy. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, people.
So, but we got in here. You go check his channel where we were just very surprised. It looks like some things moved. That guitar thing's not there anymore. Ooh, it looks like somebody's doing some redecorating here. Bum bum bum. But we put some stuff out here. So anybody visiting this spot today, going out to, we disappeared. But if anybody's going out there today, going to visit the Diag, they can open the Spheroid Universe with the XR Hub app. Here we go. The giant jellyfish for sure. Let's go. Very easily see. But you'll be able to see Special K Glass, get some more information on it. There's the flyer for the Texas hemp stock right there. Oh, there's the guitar. There it is. It's right there in the trees, man. That's groovy. HT, NFT, human. You stinking rock, man. That is a really good asset. It moves, the animations, everything about it. It's right. So yeah, but there's some Aruga. You got Mad Dapper 710. You can see CannaBama right there, Glass, and of course us with $1 land. I mean, come on now. So you know we're going to be rocking us. So that's all happening right today. Michigan. Who knows? Who knows? Will definitely. I'm looking at my comment here. Dun, 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 dun. Digital Femme says hi, $1 boy. Oh yeah, we got it. We're gonna take this quick look at maybe here we go over the reality. So check it out. This team, we're in Dallas. We're from Texas. If you're from Texas, let's get a go Texas. But right here, so and this team's been rocking pretty good for the last couple of days. They're leading the American League West right now. Not in points, but definitely in wins. And I think we can up them points a little bit, right? We'll get there. Pitchers are on point, but I'm talking about the Texas Rangers. If you don't know, the Texas Rangers are doing pretty good right now, and we happen to own. Everybody knows, but we happen to own one or two locations around the stadium, right? And there's a buddy of mine, their GM. So let's go look at. Oh, I can't show you. So I am going. We'll get there. But so a friend of mine, you can go look at on X. Just find the Hexadice tweets, right? In there, you'll see a response to somebody. Right here, we own these spots, but this is a spot by Alan Walker. Okay, we own these couple of spots. Alan Walker owns this one, but right a couple of years ago when they did win the World Series, okay, and back in 2023, they made this little like let's go team experience. Okay, let's see if we can jump into it. Where they put the trophy. I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to show you. Let's go look at it. So you can jump into the experiences if you've never been on Over the Reality. So similar to where on Spheroid Universe, we could see the experiences all over the world, and you could see them already popped up. Like when you're looking at the map, you can see them already there. So with Over the Reality, when you're on the website, okay, versus on your phone, or even when you're on your phone, but when you're looking through the app and the map and thing, I'm going to give. There we go. Give our audience over here Maybe. There we go. We're coming back here. Here we go. All right. So let's go and present this screen over here. All right. We're coming back to it. Share screen. What's happening? So we're taking a look at over the reality. So we were just taking a look at StreamYard universe, and you could see all the experiences on the map, right? And here, instead of seeing the experiences pop up, so this one here created by Alan Walker. There's their floating blimp up there, but this is from when the Texas Rangers did win the World Series in 2023. This is on location, geo-locked to the stadium. All right, so and you can go out there, check it out anytime you want to. You don't actually have to be you don't have to look at it through here. Texas Rangers, let's sink and go. Let's get out of there. That's out there on Over the Reality. You can check those spots out and more. And if you want to own these spots where you can do your own thing, you can. And as you can see, there's quite a few spots around the stadium still available. If you didn't want to buy from one of us, you could buy from your own, right? There's still opportunities there. As you can also see some of these little locations here. So where it's got that little green round thing on it, okay? It should mean that it's already been scanned, mapped, however you want to call it, okay? And some of these locations, even if they don't have that specifically showing up, let's see here, some of them are still mapped, okay? So I believe like there should be one right here where Nolan Ryan's statue is. That's kind of what I want to show you. So here we go. So you can see Nolan Ryan's statue on here, and you can scan. So now when we scan here, and I'm going to show you Scaniverse here in a minute, and I'm leading in. So just like on StreamYard, you could see the experiences on the covering layer. You could see them automatically just when you're scrolling through the whole world, which is really cool because you don't have to open each one. You get to see them, right? Whereas with Over the Reality, you can see that there's experiences. You can see where things are scanned, and you can see where things are purchased and all of those things. There's also, what you're also going to see here are these right here. So you're going to see different identifiers like this little circle here, meaning it's already scanned. You're going to see these clovers right here, meaning this is an auto reward. It's like a guaranteed 90 cents kind of thing. If you are the first one to get an approved scan or an approved map, right? So, and what that means is you go into this place and you map it, you scan it, you take the phone, you open it up, or you open the app up, the Over the Reality app, and you scan the world similar to this. It's right here. And now this is the statue itself, as you can see here. And let's go like this. Let's go. I'm going to open up this scan. And when you do scan, you're going to see different data that beyond just actually this is how I went around. So this was my path. So the nice part about this is, let's say you get a bad scan, right? Well, after it's done, even if it is a bad scan, you can go in and you can see, oh man, I see why. It's because my path was all off. Like I thought I was going in circles. Turns out I was going in circles, but what is this huge line here? Is that if this is my start, right? How did I even get up here? Did I go like this, right? And then I went back and back. Some of these dots don't make sense. Maybe I went this way. So, but yeah. So as you can see, understanding your path can be handy in your here. Now you get to see this is a 40 second. So it took me 46 seconds to actually do that scan. As you can see, here's the video of me going around. So this is what says only you can see it. So after you get done, you get to see, oh man, I was really bouncy. That explains a lot in my cloudiness there. Okay. I want you to move back to Texas Digital Fam. Come on down. So so as you can see, the data that you do get with this scan is valuable outside of just the scan itself. Now, these scans are usable on this platform, and this platform specifically on Over the Reality. Once you have, and they call them maps, and you'll see that there's a mint your over map. And this is where you get to start creating your maps as NFTs, and they can go into do various things, right? A lot of people are going to use them to develop or create on the property. So what this scan does, beyond just being a really cool thing for people to see, what it also does is it gives me the ability to create here or design here or build here. So if I own this particular land, I can place something on top of Nolan Ryan's head, or maybe I decorate him for different times of the year. Maybe I put an Easter egg right here in between his feet and people can go and find it. I don't know. But there's different things that you can do where it gives you this visual positioning system versus the GPS system, which is the geo. Using the VPS system, it's the same as an image tracker or a face filter, much similar to a face filter that you've used on Snapchat or we used to use on Instagram before Instagram took the filters away. So let me get out of this spinning thing here for you. So as we with those, it just attaches to that thing. So it's looking for that visual aspect, much like this right here. So when people put the image tracker on here and it pops up the guitar and it plays it, so will the visual positioning system work this way. So it'll look around, it'll see the statue right there, it'll see the building in the back there, it'll see the pose in the 7-Eleven over in the corner over here, and so be able to place all the assets exactly to those positions. So when people are looking around, instead of looking necessarily for one image to track, now it's taking in the entire environment as part of it. Is the way it's going to combine these things. So really nice, really key. This is Over the Reality. Highly recommend. You can make $1, right? Just about $1, just under $1, right? For every map you do. So if you're into that kind of thing, right? You're looking to go out and scan and map the world. I highly recommend looking at the areas before you just go out, because just because you can make $1 here, as you can see, there's not really dollars everywhere to be made. So it's a great pastime. Maybe you're going to go out there anyways. Okay, you're already going to the Texas Live, or you're planning a visit or something like that. Take out your phone, at least buy a drink, right? You go out there, you do 10 of them, bam, you bought one drink. Okay, you do 20 of them, you bought your meal, you know what I mean, or at least half of your meal. Okay, so you can go out there. The difference between these, and I do need this is kind of important. So if you map an owned overland versus one of these that is not owned but just a desired wanted spot, right? Then you can be in for a boost or a bonus on the owned overland. So if you go and you scan a spot that somebody owns, you get in for a little bit of a bonus opportunity where you can scroll to get more, right? Just to get more. What is Over doing now? Some of these tokens, what I'm going to advise you to do, if you can, take your Over tokens, go ahead and stake them for the Uomi, because what you're going to want to do with the Uomi is it's going to be some things. We're going to make some more videos about that coming up probably in the coming weeks, especially since we've been talking about AI recently. And there's right now on Uomi, you can go ahead, if you have the tokens, you can start creating and developing some AI system. So I highly recommend going and playing with that if you have the opportunity to do so. Now, you're going to want the Uomi tokens. They're all going to be tied over to the Over token, or not. They're not. Right now, you can stake Over tokens for Uomi tokens. So to earn Uomi tokens in order to use them to be able to use the AI and build on those things. So that's all coming up. Highly recommend going and doing those things. Shout out Dr. Pepper. Not officially attached, but shout out Dr. Pepper. So Uomi, Over the Reality, scan, map, earn your tokens, take the tokens, go and swap them for the Uomi. You're going to want them on base because that's the only way the Uomi is working right now. And go ahead, swap them on base, get your Uomi tokens, scan, do the whole dang thing, right? Go out, map the world. On that note of mapping the world, okay, there is Scaniverse here, and let's go stop sharing that one. We're going to share this one. So over the reality pays you the dollar, allows you to develop with those maps, with those scans, and mint those scans, meaning if you do scan an area and you don't want to sell it to over the reality for the dollar, maybe a landowner wants to use it for whatever. You're hungry? Okay. Well, give me a minute, okay? We'll get you. All right. Or here, I'll tell you what. Go tell your mom you're hungry, okay? But with over the reality, you can get the dollar. You can mint the NFT. You can mint the map, which minting the map makes it sellable. So if somebody else is interested in it, they can have it. Okay. Now, which is great because if like let's say I'm not in a spot to go and map, I can't actually scan my location. But say for example, Hollywoodland Studio went out, mapped Walt Disney. I own Walt Disney. I want that map. I want to be able to use that scan. He says, okay, that's fine, but it's going to be $500. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm not paying $500. But then I remember that I can probably make $500 because I'm going to put a $15,000 piece of art on display at Walt Disney, right? And be able to say, find my art at Disney or buy my art at Disney, right? And I'll be able to say that nobody can stop me. So maybe it's worth the $500 for the map, and I decide that it is because it's a great scan, whatever, right? Well, now you can mint that map, and you can own it, or you can choose who uses it, who doesn't use it. You can rent it. You can do lots of different things. So that's a system that Over the Reality has in place for their scanning, their maps, and things like that. What we're looking at right here is Scaniverse, right? So we're going to look at Scaniverse here. And we're not going to look at it for very long, mainly because with Scaniverse, we can't look at their maps online. We can't. I don't know why their world isn't online yet. Really should be, but it's not yet. So, but we'll get them to work on that. Out there on Scaniverse, as you can see, it works similar to Over the Reality, where when people are searching their map, like on their map, they can see different spots that are scanned. Now you can get much bigger scans when you're mapping on Niantic's Scaniverse. You can scan, as you can see that there's a church or something like there's a cathedral and things like that inside of here. Huge buildings, huge things that you can do, which is great, which is really great. So for those huge scans, so the difference between Over the Reality scans are you're still going to be inside that hexagon, the 300 square meter hexagon, whereas this it's going to be the whole thing when you are scanning for the map. Okay. Now, if you're scanning for an item or things like that, maybe you want to scan just for the mesh of it. So there's a splat and mesh that you can see out there on the screen. That there, if you're scanning for the mesh, you want the small little item. Obviously don't go huge big because it's a lot of data. But when you're scanning for the splat and you're scanning for the map, you can scan the entire building. They're actually requesting that. And all of these things are being used in the long term for the robots and the visual positioning systems that everything's going to be running on because it's closer, it's better than the GPS systems, right? So everything, the cars, all of those things, all of our systems are going to go GPS. There's going to be cameras everywhere. We're going to have scans of everything everywhere. And you can be a part of it now. And realistically, when it comes to this 3D scans and things like that, going beyond just the mapping side of it, right? There's also the fun side of it. So taking pictures, things like that, all of that's old. And it doesn't take long. As you can see, that one map on Over the Reality was like a 46-second video. So if you take 46 seconds or 1 minute, the hardest part is getting everybody to stand still if you're scanning people. Now, Scaniverse does have some rules on their app, on their maps, when it comes to sharing and things like that. And I'll let you go and look those up yourself, find out more about how you can scan and do those things. This is the way of the future. So go ahead, learn how to scan, learn where to scan, and that stuff right there. Where you can stay up to date and learn some things, right, is we do have now our Wonderland out here on Medium. So Wonderland's out here on Medium. You can go and start to follow this. Every Monday, we will release an article that is written by AI with AI, however you want to say it. but there's always going to be AI. We don't do anything without AI at this point. Everything we do is going to have AI in it, whether it's a picture, a phone, or whatever. So it's going to have AI. So right here, you can see the articles that will be coming out. The first one right here is Beyond Chatbots, Yomi AI's multi-agent AI promises a new era of reliable virtual assistants. That is the first one 5 days ago. We've also got the one from the Love of AI, where you can find out more, right, about the love of AI. This week, we're going to be talking more about augmented reality, but we're going to be hyper-focused on all of these things so that you can stay up to date. There will be information in there that we don't necessarily talk about here, but it's good information for you. So upcoming, just the real quick, just to get to the scoopity scoop of the cool stuff, Mondays is going to have a lot of good information on the whys and hows of augmented reality and the different aspects that it really touches. So really look out. I highly recommend looking out for that one. That'll be one of my favorite ones yet. That's Monday. But you can go ahead and follow Wonderland on Medium. That's where the writing things are going to start coming out. It's going to be right there. So you can see it on the Medium there. On the Wondar Boy YouTube, let's look at this right here. Special shill, right? Wondar Boy YouTube is wide open. You can see here this past week they officially launched, right? Just, welcome to the show. You can check them out over there on YouTube. It's Wondar Boy. That's with the AR. You already 2025 on the YouTube. Go check it out. They're going to be making things, placing stuff in augmented reality, but beyond, they don't really want to be doing all that. They don't really care. What they really want to be doing is they really want to be playing games, and they would love to play games. So if you have experiences, you have augmented reality games, you have digital games, you have virtual games, any of those things, they're very interested in those things. They're even more interested if it's got some education stuff in it, right? If it's purpose driven and has you saying no, but they really do. They want it to be purpose driven. I want it to be purpose driven. He just wants it to be fun. How about that? We want it fun and purposeful. How about that? Can we come to it? Fun only fun. All right, give him a couple of fun only ones. But for me, do me a favor and make one or two of them purposeful. Just send us the links, share it out, tag us in the stuff, say, hey, we want Wondar Boy to go look at our stuff over wherever it is, all right? And we'll do it. We'll see what we can do, right? We maybe start doing some of those, but he needs 50 subscribers, I think, to be able to start going live where he starts looking at stuff and playing. So he's going to be YouTube only. Nowhere else. This will be YouTube only, and that's it. And Wondar Boy. So go check out Wondar Boy 2025. They put stuff out at the zoo. They created it, actually. You created it using the Meshy AI and Chat GPT. Yeah. And then
Meshy AI and Chat
GPT. But what did you make real quick? Go ahead and tell them what you made.
I made elephants.
Elephants
and a white cheetah.
Elephants and a white cheetah.
And you made one thing. A monkey holding a sign.
Monkey holding a sign.
Welcome to the Dallas
Welcome
Zoo.
to the Dallas Zoo. And then the hippo. Forgot about the hippo. You made the hippo.
Oh, yeah.
And then we went out to the Dallas Zoo. So he made them using ChatGPT and then Meshy AI, and then put them out on over the reality and StreamYard universe, right? On both of them. Okay. You used StreamYard universe to put them in their locations, and over the reality, we put them right there at the front entrance at the gate, right? Something like that. So, and y'all can go check that out. I don't know if they're still live out there. They might still be live, but you can go check it out on Over the Reality. Look at the Dallas Zoo. They're doing some cool things out there. What's up?
Pick a card, any card.
Pick a card, any card. This is what we're doing. Yeah, we got. Okay. What's up? Tell you? Don't tell you.
Look.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let that.
All right.
Was it your card?
It was my card. That's pretty crazy. I'm not exactly sure how you did it. I think you just felt your way around. I don't think you let it go. I think you
No.
I don't know. I don't know exactly how you did it, but I'll let that was pretty good. You did find my card. Let's let them see this though.
That's like the weird walk away.
So there you go. There you have it. We have you got the Wonder Boy 2025 out there on YouTube. You can see it should only be fun. You're right. You're right, Digital Fam. It should be only fun. But that's Wonder Boy 2025 on YouTube. Go check them out. Give them a follow and let them know what they should be going to look at. Send them links and everything like that. Yeah, they're into it.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Make sure they get to the 50 followers. That way they can go live, you know? All right. Giving us one last look here, okay? If you have not already followed our channels on all of the platforms, all of the Wonderland, all of the Honeycombs, all of the Texas Ham Starks, all of the Bitballs, all of the Digital Films, the Tech Minerals, the Vanessa Pages, all of them, just all of them. If you haven't already done all that, you should, and you should be doing it right now. Let's take a look at these ladies right here. This is virtually raw. They just got their official approval here, so you know, share the screen. Going after the girl.
Going into the girl.
You're going into the girl. I see you right there. Wow. Oh shit. So we got virtually raw. They just got their little blue tag there, as we can see. Let me show you over here. Go give them their follow every Friday. Every Friday they go live. All right, they go live every Friday. Going this past Friday, they were inside Second Life. They were in Second Life the week before, but this week they were in Second Life again. If you want them to go to your platform, to your metaverse, to check out whatever you've got going on, DM them. Let them know. Be like, hey, come go raw through our stuff. Okay, I want to see them go raw through some RP1. Right, huge shout out to RP1 out there and the whole team doing the whole thing out there. Won't go deep into that, but it would be fun to watch them go into RP1. Maybe we start having some events. I think RP1's about to blow up. But virtually raw Friday nights, every Friday. That's Vanessa Page's Digital Femme. You know her as the Carmen, the wonder of it all. Okay, there you go. That's the screen. That's the shout right there. Go do the stinking thing. Right. Shout outs. We got our shout out moments. All right. So on our shout out moments, though. Oh, wait a minute. No. Here, let's go like this. Let's go on our shout out moments. Where are we? Back on the tube with you. All right. So we'll get out of there. We're not going to talk about any of that. We're like the last. Let's see. We're gonna get Wonder Boy. They're 50. Yeah, we are. Let's get them there. Thanks for the. You already know it. So we've got the. What else do we want to talk about today? Because I don't want to give too much away of the other things. Yeah, the other thing, because there's a lot going on.
I want to give y'all a
yeah, we want to keep them in a little bit of suspense on some things, right? You know, I mean, Easter is coming up. Not to drop any eggs. but Easter's coming up. We would love to see who's building what where. Man, I got, you know how like you get those little whiskers that just like bug you. Maybe you don't have whiskers that bug you. I have whiskers. Do you ever get like little whisker itches? So, but there's we got Easter coming up. If you've made anything for Easter, right, or you do make stuff, we want to see it. Okay. Tap in with us so that we want to see it. Yeah. We're going to do this. We're going to start like doing weird singing things. I'll be honest. So I feel like I owe Jack Black the rights to every time somebody like the little bendy thing. But who told you? Like he did it. I feel like I know there's other artists that have done it, but I feel like he did it. You know.
Me, Jack Black played in Mario live action one.
He did.
He was Bowser.
He was Bowser. Yeah,
He did good.
he did good. It's kind of sad that his first like music award, but was for Peaches. Like that's out of all the songs that he's written and performed, it was Peaches. Peaches is the one that did. But I mean, good on you, Jack. For I'm glad. I'm glad I've been a fan.
Did you know the most prices trumpet in the world is a toy one, like a thing, and he actually played it.
Oh, you're talking about Jack Black?
Mm-hmm.
Plays the saxophone thing on the stage. It's a toy.
Yeah, it's
very. It's a bit. You
like
think it's an expensive toy?
It's the most expensive thing in the world.
It's the most expensive thing in the world.
I'm not joking. Well, the most expensive.
You hear that?
I'm not joking.
He's not joking.
Go look it up. Look it up.
You know what? Let's have them look it up.
No,
Tell them. No. Tell them look it up. Look, because I'm curious now. But I want to know. I want to know either in the comments or let us know.
Yeah.
Write out somewhere. Okay, wherever it is, let us know. The Jack Black saxophone thing, the little toy, is that the you said
it's not his though.
It's not his. It's the most expensive thing in the world. No.
The most expensive
toy. It's the most expensive toy.
Yeah.
In the most expensive toy in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call false.
Nope.
I'm saying it's false.
It's not false.
I'm saying it's false. So, but
look it up.
we're gonna let them look it up. We're gonna let them look it up. Let them look it up quick. Yeah, we do need a fact check quick. We are going to definitely fact check that. I'm not 100% sure that that's true, but it is interesting. I would like to know. Let us know. So, but Jack Black, I am a fan. In fact, Jack, if you're hearing this, we would love to have you at Texas Hemp Talk. You have a free invite. Yeah, we'd love to have you there. Come hang out with us. We are. Okay. Gonna sign off of here. We're just about that time. We're around about an hour. Okay. We're going to move into the other things of the day.
Yep. Yeah. Do our day. Y'all do our day and have a great day.
Yeah. So Wondar Boy is gonna start being one of the probably more active channels. Like obviously One Darling is doing our thing, but the games, the playing, all those types of things, that'll definitely be over here with Smart Man. You should definitely listen. Yeah, you should listen to everything. That don't even do any research on what this guy says. He's probably all facts, all true, all the time. Never made anything up. Never. Not especially not anything about toys. So, what we can get from them for sure is an honest opinion about whether or not they like something. I guarantee that. We can get honest. We got what are we doing? We're checking our faces in the camera.
Why?
This is why. So get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. That's the end of the show. That's the end of this SupAR SatARday. Thanks for joining in. Go and follow Honeycomb Hydro, the Mad Dabbers 710. Stay up to date on what they're doing out there at Hash Bash. I'm sure that they're gonna have more live videos coming up today. Bye. Thanks for having a great time spending your SupAR SatARday with us. Don't forget to look out for the Medium article coming up this week. And Winning Wednesday, where you can join the conversation and actually talk with us. Instead of us talking to you, you can talk with us. We're going to get out of here.
Peace. But first thing, I'm going to say something.